She is a very nice, and the neighbors do seem to like her after initial bumpy start. At the outset,
this is a fucking tranny source.
What's going to go on here? But it went fine.
Yeah.
You know, I met you a long time ago when I was a radio sportscaster. I think it was like 1996.
You were a radio sportscaster?
I was on K-Rock Radio. We were at the Olympics in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, yeah.
And you were on the Kevin and Bean show. I was the sports guy on that show. And we met at that time. And
I never knew you were a sports guy.
I was. It was a big deal for me because
I never knew you was a fucking tranny.
Like, you were on the Wheaties box.
I did do all that.
When I was 8 or 9 years old, like right in
I'm trying to get back on it now. But, you know, I don't know.
Will you compete in the Olympics?
Yeah, maybe I should come out of retirement or something.
Why not?
I don't know.
Try out for the Olympics. They're going to be here in L.A. It's not like you even have to travel.
Can't believe this fucking shit, man.
It is. I will say, you know, it's very unusual, and I don't, you know, it's the elephant in the room that it's unusual. Now I'm meeting you as a woman.
You want to give somebody fucking credit?
Well, I have the ultimate double.
Put them on fucking TV.
Olympic decathlon champion.
Yeah.
Glamorous Woman of the Year award.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. No one else has won that.
I don't want that. And yeah, it has been.
Is it strange for you even to think about that in that way?
Motherfucker,
man. Like, look in the mirror and go, hey, now I'm where I wanted to be.
No, I wake up in the morning and
what used to be in the
peace.
You do.
Sleazy fucking bathrooms in parks now.
It's very difficult to go through your life.
It's on fucking TV, man.
I never met anybody else who was trans until after I came out. I just couldn't out myself.
Honestly, you never met anyone. Wow.
Well, not that I knew. I found out I knew a couple that I didn't know they were trans.
Wow.
But yeah. But no, I had to keep it a secret. It was a life of secrets. It was a life of hiding. I spent 6 years in my house one time out in Malibu. Actually, it was kind of funny. If you noticed today on Instagram, I posted a picture of me and Steven
I have
Tyler.
that picture, yeah.
Do you have that picture?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Yeah, there we were. That was 2 nights ago. Yeah, that was 2 nights ago.
God.
You wrote, working on our duet for Dude Looks Like a Lady, one of my
favorite
songs.
Yeah.
Sick motherfucking shit, man.
Yes, I had to. I was at a fundraiser.
Sick motherfucking
in, Minneapolis.
shit.
And he was the entertainment. And I had met him, I think, once briefly, years and years ago. But I'm sitting there and I think, I've got to go, you know, I got to go say hi.
Right, yeah.
So I go backstage after and I hook up and I said to Steven, I said, I have had some really, really tough times in my life. And I said for, 6 years, at one point I stayed in my house and every once in a while I would sneak out, get dressed and go sneak out in the dark and drive around. And I said, I always used to take your song, Dude Looks Like a Lady. And it was like, that became my theme song. Driving around in my little car with my little CD in there, whipping up the tunes and stuff. And I said, I just want you to know that made me feel good.
And what did Steven say?
Fucking
he loved it. He hugged me
man.
and he says, we got to get together. We got to go. He was,
Can I just
great. And I said, you also ticked me off because back then you could wear your hair long. And society said I couldn't wear my hair long.
I want to ask though, because I'm pretty sure I've met Steven Tyler. I think you're about 1.5 feet taller than he is.
Yes, I am. Well, I had to.
What did you do?
Look at that fucking shit, man.
Is he on an apple box or are you on your knees?
See, we don't know. We don't know how many of these homos have fucking infiltrated the corporations.
I know that you were talking about
TV,
one of your neighbors.
Your local news, your fucking
the one time I could
schools, your fucking jails, your prisons, your cops.
Oh, wow, yeah, sure.
And so I made the excuse. It was the night before a Halloween, actually. So I just yelled at the window, I'm going to a Halloween party. And then, boom, was gone.
And then you were gone. Wow.
Yeah, I was gone, but
were you going to a Halloween party?
No. I was just driving around.
laugh.
Yes. No, I did.
And then that way, these sick motherfuckers
when you deal with this
have halfway won you over.
Every story is a different story. Every journey is a different story. I am not a spokesperson for the trans community. I'm only really a spokesperson for my journey, and then take my platform, which I have, and see if I can make a difference in the world. Kind of the last person, I'm a person of faith, and the last thing I had to get through was, in God's eyes, how does he see me and how am I doing? Because every person who's dealing with any issue, they always kind of look back. If they
read
have
the
any
fucking
faith
Bible
whatsoever in their life, they kind of look back and they say, Why? Why did God
Genesis
do this for me?
19
Why has God gender
talks about
gender and my identity
sodomites.
been an issue in my life since I was that big? I don't understand it. And am I doing a good job with it? And I just got to the point where, fortunately, I had raised 10 wonderful children. Chris and I, we had gone our separate directions, not because of gender issues, but because of other things.
Bullshit,
and there
man.
I was back in Malibu all by
Bullshit.
myself. So I slowly went through.
They'll be afraid to talk against you because you'll write them out of the fucking will.
For the longest time. Right. In fact, guys like you.
You're so fucking rich, man. You got more money than fucking sense.
What was happening?
I know.
You were just
okay. I know.
We didn't know what was going on.
I was sitting.
Sorry about that, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's quite all right.
It's legitimize the shit out of it.
I didn't know there was, but I accept your apology.
See, paid clappers.
I gave him a real hard time.
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Well, he deserves it. He said some really terrible things.
He did say some terrible things.
Yeah. He does that a lot.
You've always been my favorite.
Very hard to people.
Yeah, you've always been my favorite. So that's why I thought I would do this. Yeah.
Well, thank you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Caitlyn Jenner is here. The Secrets of My Life. We'll be right back.
Sick motherfucker.
Jenner, Finn Whitrock, and Greg Young are on the way. So, in the book, and I know you talked a little bit about OJ, who was a friend of yours many years ago, or was was OJ a friend of yours or no? Somebody you don't hold in high regard now.
That's true.
When was the last time you saw OJ?
At the funeral.
Okay, so OJ may be getting out of prison on Thursday. How great would it be if you showed up and picked OJ up at the, I will go with you if you.
Would you go?
How many millions of dollars of plastic surgery did you get?
There you go. Pick OJ up on a motorcycle with you on the side in the sidecar, OJ on the back. Do you think that would be appropriate? I don't know.
No,
yeah, it's on fucking The View too, man, and the fucking talk, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Make that fucking circuit, man.
I don't agree with everything he's doing, but I have always been. I'm older. I've been, I grew up in a country where you actually said the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag at school, and I have and I believe in limited government. I believe in limited government. I believe in the people of this nation, not government, and so and that kind of makes me on the Republican side. And so he was our candidate. I never really outwardly came out and supported him. I supported whoever the Republican candidate was going to be. But, the press kind of put you there. And there are some things that I think he's done is very good.
How many millions of dollars did you spend? I bet you look like a fucking Raggedy Ann doll with all kinds of stitches on you.
I'm glad Neil Gorsuch for the for the Supreme Court.
Gotcha.
I think it's a very good decision. He's lowered regulations.
Boy, I'll tell you, I wonder how much they paid you to fucking do this shit.
Businesses to help business.
See, in the Bible it talks about.
I don't want massive regulations. I don't want massive.
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose their soul?
True. Incorrect.
Highest tax.
So you
corporate tax in the world.
You did more to fucking damage America.
And corporate tax in the world and massive regulations. So it's tough for anybody to do business here in the United States. And I would like to see the United States the best place in the world to do business.
Are you excited about the Olympics coming to Los Angeles? Is that something?
Yes, I would. I think it's great. First of all, well, you were in '96. Were you around in '84?
I was alive. Yeah, sure. Yeah, in '84. Oh yeah, I remember Lionel Richie singing the opening ceremony.
Good. Yeah, very good. Yes. Yeah. The city was never better. There was no traffic. It was just fantastic. I had to do the opening ceremonies, carry the flag in, and I drove from Malibu in the afternoon to the stadium, and there wasn't one bit of traffic on the freeway. I went 65 miles an hour in the afternoon.
Were you running or in a car?
I was in a car. Yeah.
Because I know you were
I was in a car, but I was driving myself. I didn't have a driver.
You ever get in the backyard and just throw that javelin around?
Never.
No.
I chip in the background, work on the game. I chip and putt.
Yeah. Which was the hardest of the events, of the 10 events in the decathlon for you?
Well, a lot of people look like a lot of people look at life. They look at it as separate events and everything, but basically it's one whole. And the most difficult thing in the decathlon is not learning the 10 technical aspects of the events inside of it. It's how do we become the best sprinter on the same day I'm the best 1,500 meter man, distance man. They're different human beings. How do you become the biggest, the best shot putter you can be on the next event? It's the high jump. If you're 270 pounds, you can't get off the ground, you can't high jump. So that's the real challenge. How do you be an all-around? It's one event, and it's basically strength, speed, and then the technical aspect of it.
Well, yeah, it's great to have you here. It's such an interesting book. It's called The Secrets of My Life. It's Caitlyn Jenner, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back with Finn Whitrock.
This is showing the actual Bible, okay? Genesis 19. King James Version. Now look at this right here. Genesis 19 of the Bible. Okay? Look at this right here. They're talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. The place where there was homo-fucking-sexuals. Now look at this right here. So the homos could call out and said, where are the men tonight that bring them out so that we may fuck the dog shit out of them, suck their dicks, eat their shit and everything like that. And he says, Lot says, please, don't do such fucking shit, man. He said, please don't do that fucking shit. I have 2 daughters which have not known any men. I would rather you take and fuck the dog shit out of them. Come all over them. Come in their hair. Come in their face. Fuck their pussy, man. Suck on their tits, man. Do whatever you want, man. Give them a cum bath. But please, do not fuck another man. So what did these sick motherfuckers do? And they said, then what they did, it's got down here, that they fucked the men at both small and great till they fucked themselves out. See that where it says that? And the men said, sons-in-laws and daughters, then let's see. So it's talking about here, it's talking about our Maker would rather we have a fucking hard-on come at pornography, but only of male and female. No male and male, no female and female. No Hershey Highway. See this right here? Look at this. It clearly says it right here. What the fuck does this mean? Look. I have 2 daughters which have not known any men. They're virgins. I would rather you fuck the dog shit out of them. She's got a nice pretty waist. She's got long hair and everything like that. Got a nice little tiny waist. Beautiful hips and everything like that. Got a pussy as sweet as any fucking honey that you'll ever fucking taste. Fuck her. Suck her. Come all over them, man. Do a threesome with both of them together, man. Make them suck your dick, man. Do everything. But please, do not fuck another man.